In question 2, we're given a function, and you can see here that the function is f of x is equal to x squared plus 8x. And don't forget that f of x is just another way of saying y. So you can rewrite this as y equals x squared plus 8x, okay? Now, the first question says evaluate f of negative 3. So this is f of x, which is the same thing as y. So what this question is saying is it's saying when x is 3, or excuse me, when x is negative 3, solve for y. So that's what that notation is saying. F of negative 3 is saying, what is the output value? You can think of that as the y value when the input value x is negative 3. So let's just substitute that into the equation. So f of negative 3 is equal to, wherever we see x, we're going to substitute negative 3 squared plus 8 times negative 3. Okay, so we get 9 here, and then plus 8 and minus 3, that's going to give us a negative 24. And so f of negative 3 is equal to negative 15. Okay, let's look at the second question. So the second question now is asking us to solve for f of x when f of x is equal to 16. So remember that f of x is equal to x squared plus 8x. But we're going to substitute in f of x with negative 16. So basically what this question is saying is it's saying solve for the x value when f of x, which is the same thing as y, when y is equal to negative 16. So if I just substitute that into the equation where I see the output value, f of x, or you can think of that as y, substitute that with negative 16, and then bring down the equation, and then here you can see that we're going to solve for x. So to solve for x here, I'm going to add 16 to both sides. And that's going to give me 0 on the left, and on the right here, I've got a polynomial that's quadratic. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to do some factoring. So we're going to break down x squared plus 8x into two factors, and this breaks down into x plus 4 and x plus 4. And so we want to know when x plus 4 times x plus 4, what does x have to be so that when we multiply them, it equals 0? So I want to know, when is x plus 4 equal to 0? So if I solve for x, subtract 4 from both sides, it's when x is negative 4. So if I plug in negative 4 for x, you'll see that I'll get a 0 in that first term, and 0 times anything is 0, so it equals 0. So this tells me that the answer is x is going to equal negative 4.